and Wayne Madsen from the Wayne Madsen Report. Session 4 or panel 4 is from 5:10 to 7 p.m. And that's Building an Anti-Imperialist Front for 2016 from a Co-opted Anti-War Movement. I'll finish the panels on the other side, filling in for Dr. Webster Tarpley. On the other side of the break, I was talking about our 5 panels this year, more than any other year, at the Left Forum. We're basically taking over the place. So I had announced the first 3. I just want to finish up the last 2. So on Saturday, 5:10 to 7 p.m., we have Building an Anti-Imperialist Front for 2016 from a co-opted anti-war movement. The participants are going to be Joe Calhoun, chair and journalist and filmmaker from Colorado, Don DeBar, activist and radio show host from New York City, and Webster Tarpley. And then the last panel is going to be on Sunday from 3:40 to 5. So basically, Saturday and Sunday are the days that, Saturday's the big day, and then we have one on Sunday. And session number 7 is ISIS and Islamic Extremism, a Failure of U.S. Policy, or precisely what the hidden hand of U.S. power wants. And that's sponsored again by our friends at Vox News, with participants Harry Stuckey, from the chair of Vox News, Webster Tarpley, and Ray McGovern, former CIA analyst. And then plus I've been invited to a few other panels to just do a guest speaking event on how comedy has failed the American public. And you should come to Randy Credico's panel for that, and a panel with Lee Camp. So
go there and ask questions and understand this stuff, because this is super interesting. I was standing here hearing this. This is super interesting. So people should get there, and they should listen and ask questions and get involved.
Thank you, Michael. Moving back to Greece, the German Huffington Post raved against Varoufakis with a hate-monger, extreme tone.
Yeah.
And what we need to get into what is this about, because this was vile filth from our friend Ariana.
This is what this is about. The establishment is furious against Varoufakis. Let's not beat around the bush here. He is one of the most important people in European politics.
Agree.
If not the single most important. A true asset. The only hope for the Eurozone to remain in one piece, in my opinion. Varoufakis seems to not be afraid of Schäuble's political bullying. He says, I won't be blackmailed to sign something that could never work. And he actually knows what he's talking about. Also, very important, he has repeatedly called for a European banking union under the supervision of ESM.
Can you tell the audience what the ESM is? ESM.
Yeah. ESM, yes. ESM is the European Stability Mechanism. It's a stupid financial instrument or fund that the Eurozone countries created to quote-unquote bail out failing states. We know this means bailing out banks, but blaming the states. In this kind of a scenario that Varoufakis is proposing, this ESM would be given the authority to open the books of failing banks, whatever country they are in, put them under bankruptcy protection, clear them of toxic assets, aka derivatives, and then recapitalize them, instead of bailing out nations with money that the nations then use to bail out banks, and then have that as a burden on their national debt, and subsequently be forced to impose austerity. So he's trying to put an end to this absurdity. If there ever was a true European federalist...
put him through, please. Thank you. Reverend Pinckney, are you with us?
I'm with you, Danielle. I'm with you. I think I only have 5 to 6 minutes to talk, but whatever needs to be done, we need to do it right away. And I tell you, we are excited. I got the transcript that I've been talking about. I've been talking about this transcript. Now we finally have it. and I'd have discovered that they had absolutely no evidence that could have convicted me. And I'm feeling good, Danielle. I'm feeling good about this whole situation. Now they're trying to hold up the other part of the transcript to keep us from getting that, so we can get that appeal bond and get that, get a hearing on that. So it's been one issue after another, Danielle. But listen, we need to get the word out a little bit better. We got to get people moving out there so people can understand how serious this is, and we cannot allow them to continue to perform what they've been performing. And it's been tremendous, just doing what we need to do, which is so important. I tell you, I'm feeling good, and I think things are going to be back. Yes. But we got to do what we got to do. You understand?
We're in contact with the Italian unions, the Whirlpool union in Italy, because they're trying to lay off 2,000 workers, and I'm talking to them about your story.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, you should be talking about that and tell them about it. So in Italy, they're trying to lay off 2,000 Whirlpool's employees. They're trying to lay them off, huh? So
yes, and Italians are good fighters, and they have a history of fighting. So and striking. So we're talking to them right now and trying to get them activated, and they are about to get activated. Talks just started the other day. So
very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
And also, Reverend Pinckney, we're representing you at 5 different panels at the Left Forum this year, because I know you did that with us in the past.
Yes.
So
here's something I was thinking too. Maybe I can call in to one of the panels.
That's a great idea. I will bring a device and give you a phone number for you to call in and speak to the audience on a screen. I will set that up.
Absolutely. That would be tremendous, Danielle, because I tell you, we got to let the world know about this prison system. We got to let them know about this criminal justice system, and we got to let them know that Barron County is running a criminal enterprise, and they're doing everything in their power right now to stop us stop me from getting out of here. They're doing everything. They're going all behind the table. They're going undercover. They just doing things because they know that once I get out, it's full steam straight ahead. So they're doing what they normally do, and which is anything they can do to stop people and stop a movement. But they won't stop this movement because we're prepared to go to the next level. But yes, I will be at that.
This is an excellent idea, and if you could only get through to one of the panels, what I could also do, Reverend Pinckney, is give a presentation with slides on the case, and then play the tape of you speaking to us when you can get through at all 5 of the panels. Because they're sold out, almost all of our panels. And you're no stranger to the Left Forum. You were with us in the past.
Right. As a matter of fact, every year I used to go to the Left Forum in New York.
Yes.
And my intention is was to be there this year. And what day is I'm thinking it's about the 5th of June.
No, it's from May 29th to June 1st this year.
Okay.
So that weekend.
Right, next weekend. Absolutely. Okay, well, you make sure you tell all the listeners to tune in, because I definitely going to have my intention of being there.
Reverend Pinckney from Coldwater, Michigan, and we were talking about the Left Forum. Reverend, are you still there with us?
Yes, I am, and I'm at the Coldwater Penitentiary here, and I want people to know we're calling directly from the prison itself. So, we're doing the show just straight from the prison, and I think that would be such a big deal at the forum. Here I am calling from the prison itself, talking to all those people. I think that would be gigantic, Danielle. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about that, too. That's an excellent idea. We actually just came up with that, I think, right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Right on Webster show with Danielle, the host. How about that?
I'm going to put together about a 20 to 30 minute slideshow detailing the case from beginning to end with pictures of you and pictures of the events. I'll put that together with the help of Larry and your wife and Ethel.
Absolutely.
And then,
what? I want you to make sure you if you want me to be there next week, make sure you give Dorothy all the information.
I'm going to give her all the information. I'll figure out a technical way that's best to set it up, and then I'll give Dorothy all the information well in advance.
And remember, I'm only going to have 15 minutes to speak. Only 15 minutes.
Yes, you'll have 15 minutes to speak. Right. So I'll plan that 15 minutes is dedicated to you, and I will record you talking in case, because we have 5 all on one day or 4 on one day. Perhaps more because I've been invited as a guest speaker to several little side events, so I can even bring that tape in with me and replay the tape as if it's live. You see?
Absolutely. And listen, I'm going to be more than happy to be part of that. It's really, and most people, a lot of people know me at the Left Forum too, and so that would be tremendous. Get a chance just to do something, and you might even want to set up a little table or something so people can have some literature to pass out to them also.
We're going to do that. I'm going to bring flyers that represent your case, and then we're going to have some flyers for us. So we're going to set up a whole table, and we'll put up some pictures that outline the situation in Benton Harbor at our table.
Very good. I'm excited now. You see, you took this thing to a whole different level, because what we need now, we just need a little bit more exposure to get these people moving and get in a whole different direction.
Yes, and it's like everything else, it's just I hate that you're there, but it's a process.
Yes, it is. You said the magic word. It is a process, and believe me, I have been through the process. But I'm.
You have 1 minute remaining.
With Danielle, I only got 1 minute left.
Yeah, I hate that sound.
What I'm going to do is that we're going to make arrangements for me to be there, and just give me a time and the date that you want me there, and I would definitely do it that way. And so
I'll call Larry and Dorothy tomorrow and start setting this all up.
Very good. And listen, we like I told you, we got the transcript. We were still short. We still got to get 2 more transcripts for February 27th and April the 14th. So those who are out there who can donate, please donate. Go to bhbanco.org. And whatever you can give, we'll be grateful, because we need those transcripts also. So I'm going to thank everybody who has contributed, and I think they did a tremendous job. And we're just one step away, Danielle, from me.
Yes.
So let's do what we need to do.
And maybe people, I always suggest people make that as a recurring payment, as part of something that they do to help fight against this American oligarchical system. And the theme of our show earlier was...
Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
Well, that's Reverend Pinckney had to go on that note. The theme of the rest of our show was this destructive television watching and how it's taken time from us, and this circular, never-ending social media cacophony. And if you could cancel your Netflix subscription after you watched that show House of Cards, and you found out that it was all building up to a big operation message which said you are entitled to nothing on the last episode. You are entitled to nothing. Oh, really, Kevin Spacey? Thanks for making us watch 40 hours of wasted life. Cancel your Netflix subscription, if nothing more than for just that one line, that you are entitled to nothing. So that was the finale of one of the last seasons. Just horrifying. So cancel your $9.99 Netflix subscription and turn it over to Reverend Pinckney, and start that way. Start by getting involved. These are the days to get active. Michael's still on the line with me. So, Michael, on the other side of the break, or when Reverend Pinckney called in, we were talking about the slander in the media against Varoufakis. And, Michael, you were saying what Varoufakis represents in the European political establishment. Could we start there?
Yes, I was saying he's trying to put an end to this absurdity of the bailouts by creating a banking union that can put failing banks under bankruptcy. If there ever was a true European federalist, that's Varoufakis. But let us be realists here.
How do you mean How do you mean realists?
Do they really think he doesn't know what he's talking about? Do they really believe that carrying on implementing the same policies that have brought the Greek economy to its knees can ever bring better results
No, I just want to interrupt Michael 1 second. I'm sorry, but that's precisely the case. They're attacking because they know he's over the target and they do know what he's talking about. You're always attacked when you're over the target and you know what you're talking about. So continue. I'm sorry.
So is this, we should ask ourselves, is this distraction by design? Or is this an attempt to make